Hello everyone, and welcome to this short introductory video about how to play Cantata. Cantata is a grand tactics game consisting of a story campaign, a skirmish mode, and a multiplayer mode where you can play against AI or friends. Cantata also features an in-game map editor. The main aim of this video is to teach you the basics of Cantata so you can start expanding your territory, building your armies, and conquering your enemies. In this video, we'll be looking at Chapter 1 of the campaign. For each chapter, you play as a commanding officer leading either the humans, aliens, or machines. We're playing as the humans who have chased the machines to a mysterious planet called Shoal. User interface. As you can see here in the UI, there's a player portrait that indicates which faction you are playing. We are the human class as part of the 111th reign of humanity and prosper. Player level is gained over the course of a game by taking actions such as placing buildings and attacking units. As your level increases, you gain more action points, AP, which allows you to do additional actions like an extra movement or taking over a region. Population limit is the sum total of all your units' population cost. This sum dictates how many units you can have at once, and it can be increased by taking over a new region. You can find a specific unit's pop cost by hovering over the unit and seeing the number associated with it. And lastly, there's an end turn button at the top right corner of the screen. You can also end your turn by pressing spacebar. Be aware, though, that there is a limited amount of turns available per chapter. If you do not meet your goals within the turn limit, you will fail the scenario. The game uses embedded tooltips, so if you ever need more information on something, just hover over it. Regions. On the main screen, we see the map. As we explore, the map will be slowly revealed to us. To navigate, use the W, A, S, D keys and scroll wheel to zoom. The map is divided into sections called regions, and these regions are allocated according to who controls the territory. We start in this area here, which has a green border, meaning it belongs to us, the player. Adjacent to us are white bordered regions, which means they are neutral territory. Later on, we will encounter red bordered regions that belong to the enemy. The player can take over the neutral and enemy regions, and vice versa for the enemy. Regions are restricted by an infrastructure limit. In order to expand your power and army, you must also expand your territory. Buildings. When clicking a region, we can see in the UI panel how many free building slots we can use. When a building is occupying a region, a tick will be present. As you can see in our starting region, the HQ is taking up one of our slots. You can also see this when clicking on an empty space, which will show you how many more buildings you can place in that region. The headquarters is the human faction starting building. When we left-click it, we're showing the health, available actions, and supply income. The health is shown as a green bar. Once the health of a building reaches 0, it is destroyed. Each building has its own unique set of actions, which are shown in the center panel. For the HQ, we can build a new conscript unit or, if we have the available resources, generate an additional action point. Supply chain and resources. On the left-hand side of the center panel, we can see what a building is supplying and how much. The headquarters is currently supplying us with alloys and small arms, aka small ammo. By clicking the region, we can see our total storage and supply income to expect next turn. Let's build a new building. We can do this by clicking one of our regions, which will show us what buildings we have enough resources and AP to build. We'll go with the refinery, which costs 2 AP and 20 alloy. Our overall supply will update to reflect the new supply income as the refinery introduces engines and fuel as a resource. Buildings you construct will produce and consume resources. These resources are shared between regions you control. Now, as we end the turn, we can see the storage update accordingly. Units. Lastly, let's look at how units work. When you hover over a select unit, the blue area indicates the movement range and the red area indicates the attack range. When we left-click a unit, we are shown the health, available actions, and the unit's storage capacity. To demonstrate how attacking works, I'm going to skip to a point in the chapter where we have encountered some enemies. In order to attack, a unit needs ammo. Ammo is a resource that is made by your supply network and can be picked up by a unit when in your region. Outside of regions controlled by yourself, units can transfer ammo between each other. Different units may require different ammo. You can check this by looking at the unit's UI panel. For the conscript's regular attack, they consume 1 ammo. Since I have enough ammo, I'm going to attack and deal 1 damage to the builder drones. Conscripts are a cheap starter infantry unit for the humans that can also be used to gain territory. For the humans, this is done by placing a royal banner. However, as you can see, we need alloys to do this. To gain access to our supply network outside of our regions, we must place a storage shed first. We now have access to our supply network. This allows us to build a royal banner and exert pressure on the region. If a region's pressure enters the positives, you will gain control of that region. That wraps things up for the basics of Cantata. I hope you found this video useful. If there are any additional questions, please join us on Discord or leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and good luck out there, Commanders. You'll need it.